Hey everybody, welcome to our species spotlight on soft corals. Soft corals are corals that are basically distributed globally across various oceans. However, they are confined to both tropical and subtropical waters. As far as the coral reef is concerned, they are not a reef-building coral like hard corals are. They're kind of softer structures that apply or attach to the reef surface. And they also inhabit deeper areas of the ocean where they anchor to the sea floor and are basically filter feeding to sustain themselves. Photosynthesis is not an option at those depths. Now we'll get into some of the different topics concerning soft corals, their color, size, aquarium placement, tank maintenance, and so forth. Soft corals are found in a variety of different colors. Anything from yellow, blue, orange to red. They are available in a wide spectrum of different colors. As far as their size is concerned, there are some species that get only several inches high, if that, all the way to some that get to multiple feet, 3, 4, 5 feet in height. Soft corals have as the name says, a soft structure. So they actually move within ocean currents or within the aquarium where they typically are kept with good water movement. You will see the coral moving back and forth with the current. When you look at them as a whole, they really resemble plants more, although they are not. They are animals, versus hard corals, which appear to be part of the structure and hence the term reef building. Soft corals do not have a hard calcium carbonate skeleton that hard corals do. However, all corals do have or consist of small organisms known as polyps. Now, in the case of soft corals, these polyps do excrete substances which do add to supporting the structure of the soft coral, whereas in hard corals, they're actually building their calcium carbonate skeletal base. The aquarium size that you select for the species of soft coral you're going to be keeping needs to really take that into account. Which species are they? For example, the leather coral known as elephant ear mushrooms gets to be enormous. They can get up to 3 or 4 feet high in the ocean. For that kind of coral, you would definitely need a minimum of 100 gallon, US gallon, or 400 liter aquarium setup. Whereas some corals, which are much smaller in nature, something like green star polyps, they can do well in a desktop mini reef of 10 gallons or 38 liters. Most species of soft coral require moderate to strong water movement. For example, the elephant ear mushroom we were just talking about does require strong water movement. That is important. It's a large animal and it secretes quite a bit of waste. So regular water changes become more of a factor. They need to be done regularly with a little bit more percentage. You've got a heavily stocked soft coral setup. And you also want to make sure that the protein skimmer is functioning very effectively, that it's kept clean, and your adjustments are spot on, as there will be plenty of waste being collected by the skimmer. When positioning soft corals, do some research on the species you're keeping, see how aggressive they might be, if they're the type of coral that might tend to secrete elements that are designed to keep other species away as they encroach on their space. You also want to make sure that they are given plenty of space given the size they attain, the lighting they require, as well as the water movement around them that's necessary. When it comes to water conditions for soft coral, as we mentioned before, water movement is an important criteria to respect. Should be moderate to strong. Strong is typically the range that most soft corals need to be kept in. As far as temperature is concerned, 75 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit or 24 to 27 degrees Celsius. pH range should be anywhere from about 8 to 8.4, and the specific gravity should be between 1.021 and 1.025. When it comes to feeding your soft corals, most of the species that you're probably going to be keeping in an aquarium are photosynthetic. So lighting is really the key factor as the coral generates via the zooanthellae within its tissues, the energy required to feed the coral. For those that are filter feeding species, there are supplements available for that. In the ocean, for example, they would be feeding on smaller organisms that are passing by. Phytoplankton and so forth are consumed by those types of corals, or those filter feeding softies. In summary, we'd like to say that we definitely recommend soft corals for beginners when they want to start setting up mini reefs, or not only mini reefs, but reef-type marine aquariums. There are a wide variety of species to choose from, a number of different colors and shapes and sizes that you can definitely purchase. They are easy to look after and something that is sure, or it's a type of coral that is sure to encourage people to propagate them. They're pretty easy to propagate as well. We definitely recommend them.